All right, good morning, everybody. Getting set up for the day here. I want to show off multi-camera. Hooray, we did it. They overlap. They don't overlap. The cameras move. It draws grass. It draws trees. We got our scene camera up here. We got a game camera down here. Um, I'm going to work on this display a little bit. For most, this is like a very simple solution that prioritizes speed above everything, as always. Um, because that's our number one use case, I think, is that it always be faster, right? Just like Ian Malcolm always told us. Okay. Um, so for some of you that have like a first person shooter maybe with like really far draw distances, this could potentially present overlapping fields where you might draw more than you would normally draw. I think the answer in those cases is going to be set up your LOD groups right, so things get culled appropriately. And then you should be fine. So I'm gonna call that a content requirement for now. But we'll see. We'll see if anything presents itself. I've still got to clean up high Z, make sure it considers all cameras when it does high Z. Now you've got an array here of culling cameras. Remember, there used to be one culling camera that you could optionally assign here, and that would like always cull from that one camera. Now it culls from all the cameras that have this indirect camera component. We don't need this. Get out of here. Um, oh boy, that's weird. Thanks, Unity. I'm trying to record a video and start doing weird stuff. Typical. Typical Unity. All right. So indirect camera here. This, when this camera is enabled, it will register itself with the indirect renderer. When it's disabled, it will unregister itself. Very simple. And it also grabs the first scene camera. So it only definitely supports one scene view. It's not smart enough to know how to get any other ones. But it will get the scene camera for you. I have some debug display here for myself that's going to go away. And I don't really want you interacting with this array. Like if you want to take something out of this, let's take the component off. So I'm going to make this where it's just like labels that you can click on that'll ping the objects. So I'm going to do that. But if there's anything else you think you might want with that display, let me know. And then this will go away, so then it'll be back to just this culling info. And then high Z, I've still got to test with the setup. But this is running in URP 22.3.31, so pretty late, pretty current version here. And URP, which many of you love to make me suffer through. But yeah, seems all fine. Seems fine. Seems to be doing the thing. And it will still be fast, so that's cool. So there you go. Gonna wrap this little bit of stuff up, this little bit of cleanup, high Z, test in the other render pipelines. Built-in, I expect will work just fine. HDRP, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? The whole render graph API thing looms also. All right, so that's that stuff. And then I want to have this ready for you guys for the weekend because I know it's important for some of you for like security cameras and stuff. And if you're like, oh, I can't remember if I said this. 4 cameras plus 1 scene camera. That's what you get here. A max of 5. So if you have a case where you're like, oh, I need to do I want to have 35 security monitors all drawing different parts of my level and they all need to be like, okay, you're gonna have to like solve your special case problem. Um, you know, have one real camera and then move it around, render a frame, do a part of a render texture with custom render texture zones, and kind of do some work. You're gonna have to solve that yourself. Which would be fine. Security cameras would be a low frame rate anyway. But yeah, that would read totally fine. Throw some scan lines on it. Nobody will notice. So there you go. Okay. So yeah, 4 cameras plus the 1 scene camera. That's going to be the current limitation. I got to do a little shader cleanup to make sure I actually set and use those keywords for maximum efficiency. And then Heidi. And then next on my list, I think is VR. FRDS should be out soon. Been battling with Unity over goofy submission bugs. The last one was I had better shaders installed in the project just to like make sure all the things worked in all the sort of different combinations of stuff in Jason's ecosystem. And of course, they were like, oh, there's a compile error because for some reason, when you upload your package, it takes the project settings with it. So a scripting define caused the error. But why was the scripting define part of the package? See the weirdness? Yeah, of course, that's my bug. It's not Unity. It's not the fact you have to close the whole project and reopen it to get it to refresh your your store package state. These people. All right. Well, there you go. All right. So any thoughts about this stuff? Let me know. Any other feature requests? Because this will get knocked off the feature request stuff. Of course, put that in the feature request channel, and we'll go from there. Thanks, everybody.